Hey everyone. Coffee with Rob. Yeah, so today we're talking about should you buy a home in Cape Town, South Africa, 2020, during the lockdown or after the lockdown. Is this a good time for you to buy a home? So we're going to discuss this a little bit because it's quite a hot topic at the moment. A lot of people are in debate as to whether it's a good time or a bad time, or the property crash and all the rest of it coming. Should we be looking at purchasing a home? So all the way to the end, watch for my bonus, as I'm going to be giving you something there. And Rob GillT channel, watch video. Hey everyone. So, lockdown 4. We were in lockdown 5, we moved to lockdown 4. But in real estate, we still can't sell property. So here I am making another video for you so we can talk about whether you can sell your home or whether you can buy a home during lockdown in 2020, and also should you be buying a home at this time? Is this a good time to invest in property? So the first thing I'm going to talk to you about is interest rates. Interest rates have come down immensely, 2 whole basis points already, and they might even come down more to try and step up the economy and whatnot. So under normal circumstances, this is the right time for you to get out there and start purchasing property because the interest rates have come down in the first place. The other thing you've got to look at is there's a lot of fear in the market at the moment. Huge amounts of fear. Everyone's running for cover. Loads of people are in trouble. So people with their homes are wondering what their homes are going to be worth in 6 months' time. Should I be in property? Should I get in? Should I get out? Now, if you want to know the answer to that, watch till the end of the video, because I'm going to talk to you about that. And let's see how that all plays out. But you've got to look at one particular thing when you're looking at buying property at the moment. Where are you going to put your money? If you've got a whole lot of cash available, or even if you're just taking a loan from the bank, money's cheap if you're lending from the bank, but it's expensive if it's in the bank. On top of which, the value of your rand is dropping like a stone, okay, against the dollar, pound, etc. And it might still drop further because the country just got rated as junk by all of the agencies. S&P, Moody's, the whole lot have come and said junk rating. So that's not going to bode well for us in the long run. We were already heading into trouble before we went into this lockdown. And now with all the businesses closing down and things getting worse, this can only get worse, all right? So the value of the rand can still fall further. It can get worse. So if you're sitting with a whole bunch of cash in the bank, okay, let's say you cash rich, that money could lose value by 50% in absolutely no time, okay? And if you don't believe me, just look at what happened in Zimbabwe, for example. All right, one day you had $1 million, the next day you couldn't buy a loaf of bread with it. Similar things could happen. This is a strange time, lockdown, that sort of thing. Now, if you go and buy property, there's a really good chance that it's a solid ownership and it's bricks and mortar, and that will gain value over time. So let's say you buy a property for 2 million rand today, and you find it good value. You think it was worth 2.5 last year, 2 million rand, you buy it, and it drops a little bit in value because of a little bit of a crash at the moment, and you think, oh my goodness. Think long term, because here's the thing. In 10 years time, if this carries on the way it's going, maybe even in 5 years time, that property could be worth 20 million rand. But that said, your 20 million rand will be worth 2 million rand today. Okay, so it's not going to be worth a huge amount more, but at least you'll have your 20 million rand. Now, if you keep the cash in the bank and you never spend it, you'll still only have about 2 million plus 10% per annum, or whatever you, sorry, no, I'm joking, 4% per annum if you're lucky. All right, you might be able to negotiate a 5 or something like that. So add that to your 2 million rand if you don't spend a cent, and that's what you'll have in 20 years time. That's your gain, okay? Where the economy is crashing at some horrible rate. And if you don't believe me, just look at what the rand was worth 20 years ago, what you could buy with your money 20 years ago, and what you can buy with that same money now. Just add a 0. That's 20 years, okay? But this time, it's going to go much faster with the way things are going. So consider that. Consider that. Think about that, because that's why you're going to be buying property, right? So what a lot of you will be thinking is, let me hold on for the market drop. Let's wait and see if it drops a little bit further. And that's an old like stock market thing as well. You know, you just keep holding on, holding on, holding on. Nothing ever changes. It never gets better. Okay. Don't hold for the market drop. Think long term. Okay. Get in now while the interest rates are low, while everyone's running for cover, while everyone's running for fear. Okay. And hold for the future. Buy it now. All right. Then you've got it, you own it, and you don't have to worry about where it's going, what's happening to it. If you're buying it to flip it in the next 3 months, you've got problems. Okay, you're not going to make money. But if you're buying it for the long term as your home, or just as a long-term investment to rent out for the next 5 years, and you know you can handle it, that's fine. Because in 5 years' time, you're going to be looking back and saying, I should have bought more if I had more money. Okay, so that's where we're going. Get in while everyone's running for cover. That's the point. Okay, so what else are we looking at? The banks are going to be wanting to lend money. So if you don't have cash and you want to buy a property and you want to borrow money to buy it, and you've got a job like so many other people don't, or your business is running like so many other people's aren't, banks are going to be wanting to lend money. So now's the time. Now's the time. While banks are generous, while banks are trying to lend the money out, is the time to get the loans. Okay. Because don't think they're going to be trying to hold on to it. Why would they do that? Why would they try and hold on to the money? They need to get rid of it. They need to lend it out to make a profit, okay? And there's going to be a lot of repossessions. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming down. And they're going to need to make a profit. The best way to do that is going to be to lend money. So watch out in the near future. They're going to be giving immense bonds away. Before this lockdown, some banks were already offering 106%. So think about that. That is really, really, really important, okay? So if you go out there and buy your property, you might actually be quite pissed off with me in the next few months. You might be angry and say, but the value of my property dropped, and you said I should buy property. Well, you know, that's possibly going to happen, or it might not happen, okay? But if it does, like I said, don't panic. You're going to look back and thank me in 5 years' time. That's when it all counts, because you're going to hold solid mortar, you're going to hold a solid investment, and you're going to come back to it and say, yes, I'm so glad I had this, okay? The only other thing people are buying at the moment is, for example, gold. Gold is very popular, but I mean, yeah, sorry, I'd rather own property. At the end of the day, I can rent it out, I can do what I want with it. It's not just going to lie in my safe. It's actually something I can work with. I can even, if I own it, I can live in it. If I rent it, it's great. Holy crap, this little road in front here is really busy today. Sorry about that. My new studio is coming soon, and we'll be able to watch that. That'll be great. You'll enjoy that. At least it'll be quiet in there, and the sound will be good, and it'll all be excellent. So that's it. I hope that helps you a lot. And so now what I'd like you to do is go down and go to my website, okay, and get your free valuation. Get your free valuation. Doesn't matter whether you're here, whether you're anywhere else in the world, whatever. I can also refer somebody who's coming to you, but I'll do it virtually for you. The best way to do it is if you send me a few photos, or if you send me a little video of the house or whatever, because then I can get a really good feel for it and a good touch. And let me do a valuation for you. Let me tell you how much your property is actually worth and how much you can sell it for now. That said, it's changing fast, so it's going up and down. It's dropping fast at the moment. Prices are dropping. If you've got your property on the market now, okay, sell it now. If you get an offer, take it and go, okay, because it's going to get worse over the next few months. And well, you know, if you're buying now, buy now as well, because we can never guarantee that it's going to get that much worse. And well, don't wait. Waiting, not a good idea. Get in while the banks are giving. Get in while everybody's running for cover. This is the time. Okay. So that said, don't forget, go and get the bonus. And I hope this helps you a bit, and I hope it sends you in the right direction as to buying a property. Rob GillT channel. This is buying a home step by step and coffee with Rob. So hey, thanks for watching that video. Like, comment, subscribe as they say. That's on YouTube. If you're watching me on Facebook, don't forget to follow my Facebook page and like my Facebook page. And if you're watching me on Instagram, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, because then you stay in touch. With the YouTube, I believe if you knock the bell as well as the subscribe button, it alerts you when these videos come up. And the reason I want you to do that, as I always say, is so that if I have a property tour or if something really important comes up, you get it first and you know all about it. So till next time, thanks for watching. Cheers guys.